Lucky Star. Starting off with one of the most popular, albeit older, shows on the list, Lucky Star is an anime which follows the lives of four close friends with little in common. This show, coming out in what many otakus claim to be the golden year of anime, 2007, unsurprisingly uses tropes, and to its advantage. Kanata is our meme-tastic blue-haired otaku representative. The purple-haired Tsukasa and Kagami twins are our sugar and spice Dojiko and pejorative tsundere. And pink-haired Miyuki is our wealthy, beautiful, smart, but airheaded Mega Neko. The plot surrounds what one would imagine, the trivial trials and tribulations of cute Japanese third-year high school girls. Mitsudomoe. Mitsudomoe is one of those shows that make you go, why is this a thing? As well as, why do people enjoy this? And finally, why am I enjoying this? Following the three Marui triplets in their 6th year of elementary school as they go about their various diverse but ultimately intertwining struggles into nymphohood. Alright, I might be exaggerating a tiny bit, but for 11-year-old kids, these three do a hell of a lot of molesting and panty exchanging, especially when involved in the otherwise trite endeavors of the newly induced sensei, Satoshi Yabe, a young man with a crush on the super dojiko and occasionally misinterpretive new nurse, Kuriyama Aiko. Kokkuri-san. Kokkuri-san is an anime that follows the life of Kohina, an elementary schoolgirl in training to completely transform herself into a doll. One day, she decides to summon the fox spirit Kokkuri-san, the Japanese Ouija board equivalent, who, after initially getting angry over her dismissal of him and disbelief, decides to take over as her guardian and move in with her at the shrine. Over time, he cuts down on her instant ramen consumption, with the help of many lesser-known spirits who uninvitedly tag along. Hanamaru Kindergarten. Future Ganguru girl Anzu jubilantly attends her kindergarten class with her two friends, little Kudere Kome and innocent Hiragi. Together, the three go about a normal childhood, except Anzu has made it her #1 goal in life to marry her sensei, Tsuchida, who just happens to be her mom's kohai from high school. Meanwhile, he tries to steal the heart of the teacher of the class next door, Yamamoto, who consequently becomes Anzu's only rival. More childish and much more appropriate than Mitsudomoe, it shares the same sort of storyline in a much less perverted context. I highly recommend the show to anyone who enjoys cute art styles and a good innocent laugh, but also has a spot for a mature joke here and there. Ishukan Friends. This one played with my heartstrings to a considerably higher degree than any other on the list. Nearly forced into the genre due to the condition of the main female protagonist, Kaori Fujimiya, this series revolves around her daily life and how she struggles and copes with forming friendships while dealing with interrogated amnesia. Having initially cut herself off from everyone else in the class, one day she is approached by Yuki Hase, a boy who has developed a crush on her, and he convinces her to become his friend by keeping a journal full of their memories together. From there, things get closer, but they also get more complicated. Moyashiman. Moyashiman is a hilarious anime about a college freshman named Tadayasu Sawaki, a normal young man from a family that runs a mold starter production company. His first year in the agricultural university should go swimmingly, considering he has the advantage of identifying any microorganism due to his ability to see, understand, and interact with them without any visual aid. That, however, doesn't make for a good story, and when word gets out, greedy peers and skeptical teachers slowly transform his first year into the living nightmare it was fated to be. Natsume Yujincho. This relaxing yet engulfing show follows the story of Takashi Natsume, a 15-year-old boy who has the tendency to be tracked down by yokai on a daily basis. He soon learns that his grandmother, Reiko, spent much of her time as a young woman yokai hunting, and that when she passed away, all the names that were under her control now had no one binding them to solace. It becomes parentless Natsume's responsibility as heir, alongside the mysterious Nyanko-sensei, to set each yokai free by releasing their names from the pages of the collection aptly titled Book of Friends. Ninja Nonsense. Boy, where do I even get started with this one? Shinobu, a young and well-shapen girl, whom I doubt has full access to all of her faculties, is hard set on becoming a ninja under the guidance of a tiny, shape-shifting, perverted yellow ball named Nanzakumaru. Oblivious to her various deceptions, one day she finds herself taking an exam involving the theft of young women's panties from various houses in the neighboring town. Failing her attempt at invisibility, she is caught by one such girl named Kaede, who ends up befriending her out of pity and getting involved in her journey into Shinobuden. Together, Shinobu Kaede, Ansakumaru, and infinitely multipliable Sasuke get themselves into all sorts of avoidable problems. Their
adventures of love, lust, and
Oshiete Galko-chan. This short series is full of witty quips and inappropriate situations that I can bet a few of us have never actually imagined ourselves watching. In fact, the males in the audience might even find themselves taking a note or two about the helpful female body trivia given in the show. Our main trio, Galko, the well-endowed Ganguro, Otako, the tiny freckled otaku, and Ojo, the well-mannered airhead, are just three girls that have mutually embraced their character tropes in the eyes of the class, but aren't afraid to break their characters and reveal a thing or two about their underlying nature. Usagi Drop. Daikichi Kawaki is in for a rude awakening when he is called to travel to the countryside for his grandfather's funeral. When he arrives, he notices an isolated girl wandering around the backyard and overhears the others grieving, discussing what to do with her. Disgusted at the lack of sympathy and rejection of the child, he becomes her caretaker despite knowledge that she was the illegitimate product of a relationship between his grandfather and the housemaid, and it will be a difficult yet ultimately heartwarming journey for the 30-year-old bachelor. Hey guys, so since this is basically my first video on YouTube, I mean there's other stuff, but it's really old and gross. Don't look it up. Anyway, I thought I'd maybe introduce myself a little bit and tell you about what I plan to do on this channel. I really started this channel because of a friend of mine who's a bit younger than me, but she's really enthusiastic about YouTube. Her name is Angela Soldier XD, so you should check her channel out. I don't really know what's up there, to be honest, but she kind of inspired me to put something out there. So I'm not the biggest, like, I mean I absolutely love anime. I'm like a huge otaku. It's kind of ostracizing actually, but I'm not like the greatest fan, I guess. I'm not up to date really with anything this year. I mean, I watched basically all of the 2015 summer anime, but that's all old now. So that's probably the closest I'm gonna get to like the present age, I guess. Like what's going on right now. I haven't seen ReZero or anything, but I have seen about 40 days worth of anime on like the My Anime List counter, which I thought was a really huge accomplishment. Like I dedicated over a month straight of my life watching anime. But then I looked at everyone else's counter and I realized that I don't watch that much. Like to me that's a lot. I don't go out of my way to like dedicate days to watching anime. It's just a hobby of mine, and it's been something I really enjoy since I was really young. So, given that I know a lot about, older anime, or I know most of the terminology, and I've seen a lot, I figured I would start doing some top 10s and top 5s of just things that I like. Like, it's obviously not going to be like an objective top 10, or even top 10 compared to everything that's out there. It's just my personal top 10, or like my personal 10 of this genre that I scraped together from the bottom of the bowl of everything that I've seen and things that I've enjoyed. So just anime and series that I think other people should check out, and most of it isn't really super mainstream because I'm not up to date with that kind of stuff. It's stuff that I find and then I just watch it. I started off watching, when I first started off, just watching things on Adult Swim, which were obviously, really mainstream. But then we got on demand on my television when I was like 8 or 9, and I started watching whatever was on the free Funimation, which wasn't the best, but that was what really got me interested, and not all that stuff was really popular at the time, like El Cazador de Bruja, and Bamboo Blade, and Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple, and all that stuff, like, I haven't really heard much about. Like, it's things that people haven't heard of, and they're shows that I really enjoyed as a child. So I'm going to try to go back, watch things, and scrape together, top 10s for people who maybe have seen a lot and they want to discover something new. So that's about me. I don't know if I've even said my name yet, but my name is Carlin, and I hope you enjoy my channel. Bye.